Hello everybody, you know me. Okay, no you don't, but you know who I am. I'm Misa J, your Smart Wrestling Alliance Heavyweight Champion. And, can't find the title. I think someone stole it. I'll have to get back to you on that one. Anyways, let's get right down to Was It Worth It Raw, WWE Raw, and let's hope WWE didn't suck this week. Alright, first things first, he had Roman Reigns come out and he did a promo, and he's basically blaming Bobby Lashley for all of his troubles and everything, which is kind of heelish and ridiculous. I kind of like it. Dolph and Drew come out and they attack and beat down Roman Reigns, but Seth Rollins comes out to save the day. And that leads into a backstage segment where Roman Reigns is really, really annoyed. And he's like, I want a match now against those two with Seth. Kurt Angle was like, yeah, you're going to get it next week. And Roman Reigns is like, no, I want it now, today. I want it tonight. So it was granted. Roman Reigns is going to be in 2 matches. Okay. Then a little bit later on, you see Seth and Roman talking about it, and Bobby Lashley's like, okay, you're calling me egotistical and stuff. You're putting yourself in 2 matches for what? It's like, don't you worry. I'm going to win this match, and then in our match, you don't even have to come into it. I'm going to do everything. I'm going to get in, win the match. You're not even going to be tagged in. So Roman Reigns is acting very much like a heel right now. So hopefully they fully turn him. We'll see. And anyways, yeah, it was worth it because it's finally giving a little bit of flavor to the Roman Reigns character. Finally. And yeah, moving on, we get Woken Matt Hardy versus Curtis Axel again. And this time it was actually a match and it was actually good. After a little bit of distraction from Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel hits his finisher and gets the win. So that was really cool. And some more B team shenanigans before the match, dressed up as the Woken Universe. That's always fun and funny. So a lot of good stuff here. Yes, it was worth it. Then we had Titus Worldwide versus Authors of Pain, and the Authors of Pain wins. It was a squash match. I didn't care for it. No, it wasn't worth it. And if you think that review of the match was short, then you should see the match. Then we had the Shield versus, 2 members of the Shield, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, versus Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. And this was a really good match, a really strong showing from all 4 men. It's like, you know, these guys are going to be really good at what they do. They're great wrestlers. So this was a really good match. The end sees Seth Rollins trying to go for a hot tag on Roman when the Revival come and take him out off of the apron and start beating him down. Seth and Roman wins via disqualification. After the win, Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler hits their Claymore Zigzag double team, and then Shatter Machine onto Roman Reigns by the Revival. The heels walk away with all the momentum here, which is really cool. Yes, this was definitely worth it. And leading into the match later on in the night, it makes sense it would end this way. However, the ending of that last match, well, we'll get to it, but yeah, this was really, really fun, really, really enjoyable. Yes, it was worth it. Then we had Baron Corbin do a promo, and this is probably the best promo I've ever seen Baron Corbin do. He shows all these clips and basically gives a heel point of view of what he's trying to do with Finn Balor. It's like, I pulled him out so that way we could discuss strategy. I knocked him with my forearm so that way I could get to him, trying to talk to him. It was really funny. Good stuff here. And Finn Balor comes out and he's apologizing, but in a passive aggressive kind of way. It's like, I'm sorry, you got fired from your job at TGI Fridays. A lot of corny stuff, but funny. And Finn Balor with that Irish accent, it works. So yes, it was worth it. Then we had Liv Morgan versus Ember Moon, and this was a really good match. They actually let the women wrestle. This is always a fun, rare treat. Jumping into a Eclipse, Ember Moon gets the win, and I have to say, Liv Morgan's sell of the Eclipse here was fantastic. Yes, it was worth it. I'm really looking forward to seeing the future of not only Ember Moon, but Liv, Sarah, and all of the women on the main roster at the moment, especially the Raw roster, because I don't watch SmackDown. Yeah, then we had the Revival versus Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns, and the story here was Roman Reigns was going to be in the ring and do everything and not tag Bobby Lashley. Whenever he got close to Bobby Lashley, or Bobby Lashley tried to tag himself in, Roman Reigns would evade. He's very smug, very high on himself, which gave the Revival a lot of times to double team, do tag team maneuvers, and cut the ring in half. And they didn't really have to, because Roman Reigns did that to himself as well. Bobby Lashley gets in and hits a spine buster, but he isn't officially tagged in the match. And unfortunately, the match ends in a disqualification. I would have preferred if the Revival would have just went over and won here, because they Roman Reigns acting like this and Bobby Lashley doing his thing. They could have lost and not hurt them, but the Revival losing disqualification just makes them look dumb when they're supposed to be the smartest tag team. So that's the one thing I did not like about this match. Everything else with the storyline and just how everything was paced, it was good. So yes, it was worth it despite the finish. After all of it, Bobby Lashley sees Roman Reigns getting beat down, but Bobby just gets off the ring, shakes his head, walks off. Shatter Machine onto Roman Reigns again by the Revival. A lot of fun stuff, but Revival should have just picked up the win. Yes, it was worth it. Then we had No Way Jose versus Mojo Rawley. Okay, no, we didn't. Mojo Rawley basically did the same thing. He talked down to No Way Jose, beat up his little conga line Rosebuds, and beat down No Way Jose, and then just walks off. It was pointless. It was stupid. No, wasn't worth it. We had Ronda Rousey interview. No, it wasn't worth it. It was basically her saying that she'll be at Extreme Rules because she is suspended from Raw, but not Extreme Rules. Doesn't make sense. And she's gonna buy a ticket. But why don't you just be in the back with everyone? Whatever. It doesn't make sense. A lot of stupid here. A lot of stupid, and nothing made sense. So no, it wasn't worth it. And then we had Mickie James versus Nia Jax. So before the match, Nia Jax comes out and she cuts a promo, basically saying that the Raw Women's Championship match will be an Extreme Rules match. Unfortunately, her mic skills suck, so that was annoying. Natalya comes out because they're teaming up against Alexa and Mickie for some reason, because they are bullies, and Alexa Bliss has warned all of us, but I don't know why no one was listening. Whatever. And Nia Jax does get the win here after Natalya cheats, basically. Yeah, it was dumb, it was stupid and annoying. No, it wasn't worth it. Mickie James deserves so much better than this. Dang it. Moving on. Kevin. Okay, so right now I'm going to talk about a little segment that we had to be forced into, and that was Sasha Banks and Bayley doing their counseling session with Dr. Shelby. Okay, I'm not going to get into it. No, it wasn't worth it. It's stupid. Just let them have matches already. What's going on? This is so dumb. We had an awesome, explosive Bayley. Why not start the feud? Whatever. Moving on. Yeah, no, that wasn't worth it. Kevin Owens did a whole thing backstage where he pulls in to a spot. The guy with the keys is like, hey, you can't park here. He's like, whatever, I can park here. He goes and he says, hey, Braun Strowman is crazy. He needs to go to counseling or suspended or fired or all of them, whatever. Oh, you're going to have a match tonight. What? And he goes like, please, just don't have this match. Cancel the match. I'll give you some Shania Twain tickets. I'll babysit your kids while you're on your date. Please. It's like, nope, match is still happening. He's like, Kevin Owens is like, you don't deserve Shania Twain. Great stuff. And yeah, all of that was worth it. All of it was entertaining. And then we get straight to the match where it's Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens. They do a lock. Braun Strowman throws him back, and Kevin Owens runs. Obviously, no, the match wasn't worth it, but that led into the final backstage segment of the night where Kevin Owens is running. He's trying to get to the car, but hit the keys that are in his hoodie pouch. He's not wearing his hoodie anymore. He doesn't have it, so he's trying to find where to go, and he ends up going into the porta potty. Braun Strowman, he's looking for Kevin. He looks at the crowd is chanting porta potty, which is just ridiculous and funny. He turns around, he looks at the porta potty, he knocks it, and with a high-pitched voice, he asks if anyone's in there. Kevin Owens is like, yeah, go, get out of here. Duct tapes the porta potty, drags it all the way back into the ring, and knocks it off of the stage. It was a lot of cartoony goofiness, and it was fun, so yes, it was worth it. And overall, this episode of Raw was hit and miss. I guess you could say it was worth it just to see all of the bits of ridiculousness thrown in, but a lot of the low points were pretty low, unfortunately. But yeah, those are my thoughts on WWE Raw. Hopefully next week is better. It's the go home show for Extreme Rules, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave us those sexy likes and share to all of your friends and enemies. If you like what we do, please hit that subscribe button so that way you are a part of the Smarky family, and then hit that notification bell so that way you are notified when we go live, our videos go up, and whenever we do comments and anything and everything on our channel. We go live for most WWE pay-per-views and a lot of special stuff, like the G1 Climax special and the Cow Palace we'll be going live for. A lot of fun stuff going on. A lot of fun stuff going on. And yeah, you want to be notified. Also, we have a brand new show coming out soon. We're really excited. It's going to be Liam and myself competing for a new championship title for the Smarky family. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we hope you really like it. We hope you really like it, because we're going not to have a little pun, but we're going all in on this one. It's going to be a lot of fun. So thanks again so much for watching, and until next time. Oh, follow me on Twitter at IsaJ_STP. Don't forget to do that. Yeah. And until next time, it will be awesome.